This thing that they're going to be bringing in mealworms and all that.
Mate, why the would you eat a mealworm when you could just have like vegetables? You want to exploit something so hard that I'm going to eat bugs.
I eat meat.
You eat meat?
I was a vegetarian for a little while.
What made you a vegetarian?
A girl that I was with at the time.
Okay, not like an ethical decision to be vegetarian. Where's your position on the exploitation of animals? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Do you know what? Can I just stop and ask you one question?
Yeah, go for it.
What are your views on halal?
My views on halal? My views on halal is it's just as awful and violent as every other slaughter method there are. What's your views on halal?
I don't touch it because we was ethically changed by animal rights back in the day.
Right.
Where they actually said like, we got to change the way because you're killing animals cruelly.
Right.
So they try and say, I know it sounds mad, but a humane way.
You said it yourself.
Yeah.
Sounds mad.
Yeah.
And if we put humane in front of any other injustice, I couldn't humanely rape someone. I couldn't humanely traffic children. Why do we put humane in front of slaughter and just accept that it's a good thing?
But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
said it yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I actually have killed animals to eat.
Right.
Yeah. So I say, like, if you can't do that, and you're going to say, well, that's cruel to animals, why are you buying it from the butchers?
Yeah, but it's not a rite of passage because you're able to be violent towards someone.
Yeah.
Just to say I have the ability to rape someone and I have raped someone doesn't mean the act of raping someone's moral.
Yeah.
So just because you can stand there and say I've killed someone doesn't mean that that was an ethical thing to have done. So what justifications are you using to kill animals? Do you think you need to kill animals, first of all?
I do. I
Why?
need the meat.
You need the meat. What do you
Yeah.
need from the animal's meat?
Certain nutrients.
What are them nutrients?
And it's basically, if you look, I've got an ailment, and there's certain foods I can't touch.
So, but what is
especially
it?
crab.
What is it specifically from animals' flesh that you need?
Well, I think nutrients, as far as I know,
What,
yeah.
what are them nutrients? Because if there were key nutrients missing from your
Diet.
that you really needed, and you had a condition, you'd know what them nutrients were.
Yeah, I would like to know what they are, but we can't get the doctor's appointments to find that out, can we?
Right. So when you say I need
Yeah.
things from me, that's an anecdote. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's not scientific evidence, and no one's proven to you there's a special something in an animal's body that you need. You just think that you need it at the moment.
At this moment in time, yeah.
Right. If you could get all the nutrients for your body through plants, is that a more ethical and more moral thing to do?
If they didn't kill the majority of the wildlife to actually bring these plants about, yeah?
What crop deaths? You mean like animals that are killing crops?
They actually poison everything, don't they?
So you have an issue with crop deaths. You realise that the 80 billion land animals that are bred into existence each year are fed crops. So not only are you responsible for the deaths of the animals' bodies that you eat, or the milk that you drink, or the eggs that you eat, you've also got crop deaths on top of them animals that you send to slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that the farmers aren't vegan. So these aren't veganic ways of farming. So when you remove animals brought into existence to eat their bodies, secretions, and wear their skin, when you look at veganic farming, we can minimise harm and violence all the way down to a point where it's minuscule. I'm never going to say it's completely clinical, but our aim is to completely reduce it as far as practically possible. So we can't say that I'm concerned about crop deaths the whole time I'm eating eggs, milk, dairy, cheese, chickens,
We're not
cows.
poisoning the land as much, are we? If we've got cattle and stuff like that, yeah? I mean, it's an ecosystem itself, isn't it? That we've had for thousands.
When we're looking at soil qualities and things like this,
Yeah.
is that what you're on about, like soil qualities?
Yeah, it's so, because of the amount of poisons. I know they do some poisons for crops, but they've had to eradicate that now. Now we're finding out that when we're doing the other crops, they're poisoning the wildlife, as in like the
Badgers, rabbits, things like that.
everything.
Yeah.
It's insects and all that, because that's all, they actually proved that they killed a whole load of what do you call it? The sucky bugs. What do they call them?
Slugs?
No, the ones that suck your blood.
Leeches?
No, the flying ones.
Mosquitoes?
Yeah, mosquitoes. They killed off those, right, in an area, and it killed a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, because we've got an even balance, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But when we talk about farming crops,
Yeah.
it's not going to disrupt that ecosystem. When we look at organic farming, we look at different vertical farming systems, all different ways of farming. It wouldn't disrupt the ecosystem.
The only thing I can say with you is that the farming's become super farming, and it's as bad as like over, where they cut down the hedgerows. It doesn't work with nature no more as much.
What my point I want to come back to is when you want to look at a farming system that does destroy wildlife, then animal farming and animal agriculture is the leading cause of deforestation and wildlife loss.
Yeah.
So animal farming is the biggest leading cause of it. So again, being vegan, you remove yourself from that system as well. If you don't have to do this to animals, why would you continue to do it?
It's as I say, when I was a vegetarian, I was missing out on nutrients. And
Vegetarians, by the way, vegetarians still pay for eggs, still pay for milk.
I don't touch milk.
But
Yeah.
them industries, or vegetarians still wear wool, wear leather. All these industries still are attached to a lot of exploitation and murder.
What are you wearing?
All vegan, all vegan, all vegan.
Really?
Yeah, all vegan. It's cotton. All
Okay.
vegan.
So I'm virtually vegan.
Pretty much vegan. I don't know about your shoes.
They're cloth.
Don't know about your shoes. So
plastic.
there's a potential that your
But then
shoes are
again,
vegan.
It's got oil in it.
So yeah,
I'm buggered wherever I go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your question you brought back? You were saying about, what was the question you asked me?
I don't know. I said so much now. Sorry, mate.
It's all right. So let's go back to what is the justification? We don't need to do this to animals.
Yeah.
We don't need to. So how are you justifying to continue to do it?
Oh, that's right. I couldn't survive just on being a vegetarian.
Why not?
I don't know, because my body went weak. I started failing.
So do you think that a lack of education from you is acceptable for the pig in the slaughterhouse?
Yeah, this was in the 80s, so I didn't have to Google.
So what about today?
I don't know. I haven't really. I'm not. I've looked at it, but what I've seen is, this plant power, and I'm thinking it's like you've got these big, massive factories that are trying to make this fake food. Yeah, fake sausages, fake burgers, and all that. I think they're about as processed as some of the processed crap that we eat.
Being vegan, it isn't like a mandate. To be vegan, you have to have processed mock meats. You can have whole food plant-based. And if health is a concern of yours, then you align your ethics and your actions to go vegan, and then you eat plant-based, whole food plant-based, and then you're the healthiest you could be.
Yeah.
But we can't use ignorance as a justification to cause as much violent exploitation and murder towards animals as there is possible. It's horrific what happens to these animals. We can't just plead ignorance and just say, I just don't know.
This thing that they're going to be bringing in mealworms and all that.
No.
Isn't that against veganism?
Mate, why the fuck would you eat a mealworm when you
I
could just have
know.
fucking vegetables? Why do you want to? You want to exploit something so hard that I'm
know,
going
I
to eat
know.
fucking bugs
I know.
rather than lentils and
That's
legumes?
the next step on the chain, isn't it? That's what they
Mate,
got for
no,
us.
fucking hell, mate.
I know.
Right, whole food plant-based for health. It's better for the environment. These are benefits. For ethical and moral reasons,
See
it
what
should
I
be
do for
vegan.
you, right? In my Christian ways, I will go out and I will look at a healthy option for plant-based.
I'll tell you what, I'll do one better. I'll give it to you. Take that there. There's a thing on there. Sign up to this back bit here. Challenge 22.
Yeah.
They'll give you complete vegan spectrum of nutrients.
Because I can see you're getting a pump.
No
I'm having
problem.
trouble getting a pump. So
Mate,
yeah.
honestly, look at this, because you can look at this from any angle you want, but I want you to always remember that the ethics is the catalyst for veganism, not health and not environment. But Challenge 22, you've got nutritionists. You say to them, for example, my budget is X, I shop at Y. They'll give you some ideas on shopping lists. They'll be there with you for 22 days. Any questions you've got about how to be vegan, they'll answer it for you.
I will go out and look for something vegan.
Thank you, mate. Don't let the lack of education be the cause of a victim.
There's no excuse now, is there?
I agree, bro. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate talking to you today.
Yeah, mate.
Have a good day, mate.
You too, mate.